we had teams that didn't get into the playoffs, and we busted our ass throughout the course of the season. They worked hard. They fought in every game. When they walked up the field, I was proud that they had,
Yeah.
that I got to coach them because of those aspects of it. So, winning's great, and I wanted to win more. There's no two ways about it. You played for me.
Yeah.
That was the goal. We were going to win.
Yes.
But in the end, did you step up? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then and did you, in stepping up, did you take accountability for whatever happened? And did you, when you walked off the field, were you able to say, the outcome is the outcome. I gave everything I had.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the teams we had, I could turn around and say, I believe they did.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember the step up. You even had that written on a shirt. And
Right.
I remember, at 7th and 8th grade, I'm on the B team, and I had not much success in sports in elementary school and middle school. I hadn't I found, and I want to hear your opinion on this too, but some kids that are born with like good hand-eye coordination excel really fast.
Right.
In elementary, they can shoot a basketball, they can catch a baseball. They're good at the ball sports, right?
Right.
And I was clumsy, and that's why I played defense. I still can't catch, right? So I'm B team 7th and 8th grade. And I got to play both ways, which was fun, linebacker and guard. I loved playing guard.
Right.
Because
I believe you did that as a freshman.
I did, yeah.
Yes,
Because I got to cut block everybody, and I was quicker. I loved it. I remember one day, so I ended up making the A team in my freshman year, and I'm like, and then I'm starting on the A team. I'm like, man, something's wrong. They got the wrong guy over here. And then Coach Lomax one day, I loved him. He was so great.
You're a good guy.
He pulls about 5 of us over at the end of practice, and I'm like, oh man, we're in trouble. I don't know what we did. We're in trouble. And he's like, listen, you guys are the leaders on this team, and I need y'all to step up. And gave us one of these pep talks, and I'm like, leader? Are you sure you got the right guy, man? But it was just that I remember that even 25 years later, that one moment when that one coach says, "You're the leader. I'm counting on you."
Right.
That helps you go, aha, and snap into it. So
Absolutely. Well, I think you're right. Okay, we all look at things like catch, the pretty thing that people call skill. But in this game, which is one of the beauties of it, okay, there are places for people that don't have what are perceived skill, okay, but your ability to run, your ability to react quickly, those are all skills.
right.
Now, let's look at you.
Okay.
All right, you were thin.
Yep.
Okay, wiry. Okay, but even as a freshman, okay, when you went out there, you understood what it was to compete.
Okay.
Okay. And so you can have all the skill in the world, but if you're not willing to compete, then you run into issues.
Interesting. So that compete is almost a skill.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want competitors on no matter what sport you're playing. Okay.
So when you say compete, do you mean just someone who wants to win, or someone that is always looking for the right angle, or how do you define it?
Well, wants to win, and then at the same time, in his desire to win, figures out ways to put himself in a position to win.
Got it. So strategy.
But individual strategy.
Individual
okay?
strategy, yeah.
All right. There's athletic studs, and then there's winners.
Okay.
And I think there's a difference.
Oh, interesting.
Now, don't get me wrong. Athletic studs. Example, Jimmy as a pole vaulter.
Yeah.
Okay. He was an athletic stud.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
But, when he came over and played football, he was a pretty good team player.
Yeah.
He really was.
Yeah.
And you were a pretty damn good pole vaulter too.
Yeah.
And I would consider you an athletic stud in that area as well. But when you came over to football, you understood, okay, this is pretty much on me when I'm out there with the pole and I'm trying to get over that bar.
Right.
It's, and I have to master that technique within the framework of me being an individual player. When you came over to football, okay, I have to be the best I can be within the framework of what we're trying to do as a unit.
Yeah.
And that's when, when you can translate that athleticism into that. And like you said, At some point, though, then you got to let that go and let them, let them play.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's a team game, but so the more that you have that are, engaged and on the same page,
Yes.
and understand the team concept that you're trying to achieve, the better you're going to be. And if they're all studs, great.
Yeah.
Okay, but if they're all willing,
Yeah.
then and in theory, the guys that are willing, they sort of protect the studs, if you will.
Interesting. Let them make the plays. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do what I can do.
Yeah.
And within the framework of what our scheme is.